I'm Nick Petrarca.
And I'm Sophia Zabo.
And we are the Student Voice. Today we are here with Miss Borges and Miss Hubertus.
On our panel we have
Lacey Griffin
and Nolan Johnson.
Okay, so what's the Student Council all about?
Student Council is about giving students a voice in their school. I think it helps to develop a community of students who are interested in doing some extra initiatives to sort of draw the whole student body together. We do different events like dances and Spirit Week, and sometimes we do drives for different things that charities might need or even the school might need. It's just really about letting the kids have a voice.
Mrs. Hubertus, what's the history of the Student Council?
Well, the Student Council has been around in the junior high since as long as I've been here. Sometimes we have different advisors. We've had different teachers come through and be advisor. And we also have run in different formats. This year we chose to not elect officers. Mrs. Borges and I chose to not elect officers and just have everyone who wanted to participate. And we got a lot of participation by doing that.
Miss Borges, what students usually join the Student Council?
All different types of students, 7th, 8th grade students. I think we have a larger percentage of 7th grade students this year, but there's definitely an 8th grade presence. And it's kids from any interest groups. We have a lot of kids who played sports, and some of them had to miss several meetings because basketball season was going on, and now baseball season and softball season are starting. But they come when they can come, and that's great. We have band kids. We have kids from every different area. So anybody who really is able to just make the commitment, it's one time a month after school, and then we ask for some extra help for any special events we might have going. But anybody who can arrange for a ride is welcome to come.
Miss Hubertus, what events have you accomplished this year?
This year has been a busy year. We started the year with the Halloween dance, which was hugely attended. It's one of the biggest dances that we have at the school. We ran a Teddygram during December, where kids were able to buy a little teddy bear to send to a friend, and that really promoted a lot of school spirit within the school. Then we just came off of Spirit Week, where we ran Spirit Week. We just had another dance, and we just ran our Pennies for Patients program.
Sounds busy.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Borges, what are some of the benefits of joining the Student Council?
I think you get to have a say in the different things that happen throughout the school year. For example, Student Council is the one who picked and voted for the days for Spirit Week, whether it was Western Day or Spirit Day. They also got to design the bulletin board that we have out front in the school. They make the flyers to advertise for the upcoming events. They were the ones who gave the feedback from their friends after the dance and said, oh, we like this, we didn't like this, and they even generated a list of songs that the DJ had to put together for the dance. So I guess it's just a lot of say in what goes on. We vote a lot of the time to decide what we're going to go with in terms of different events.
Mrs. Hubertus, what is the Pennies for Patients?
The Pennies for Patients program is kind of new to the junior high. This is our third year that we ran the program. It is to benefit the Lymphoma and Leukemia Society, but the branch of the one that's in Rhode Island. So our money goes directly to Rhode Island families and the Rhode Island chapter. So it helps out, the Leukemia Lymphoma Society supports and helps out all people and families that have some kind of blood cancer. And so our school raised $2,073 this year for Pennies for Patients, and the woman that I coordinate with, who works for the organization, said that we always come up with, for such a small school, our fundraising is phenomenal has been every year, which is wonderful.
Miss Borges, what are the students' jobs in the Student Council?
The jobs vary depending on what week and what we have going. A lot of it has been making flyers and advertisements for the dances, for the Teddygram sale. Lots of times we have students selling tickets and making announcements about events. So there's students who set up and they give up their lunch, or during repeat enrichment time they come and they sell tickets for the dance. They help with decorating and take down after the dance and other events. They helped with distribution of the Teddy Grahams. They helped collect and count coins for Pennies for Patients and help add up the totals. So they're really involved in all the different aspects of it.
And you know, there's also some leadership roles that they take. When we had a couple of our kids announce what the Pennies for Patients was to the entire student body, they had to get up and speak. Did we have someone speak? You know, the other thing that I remember that we did was the bullying, anti-bullying, the pledge.
That's right, that's a huge thing. We had the pledge come in. Remember that presentation, as students might remember, we had the 3 movie screens come in. It was that big, really cool presentation about anti-bullying. That was nice to be able to sponsor that event. And we did we had the large raffle for the American Heart Association,
That's right.
the stuffed animal and the fruit basket raffle,
Right.
and that was able to raise $150, I think it was, for the American Heart Association. So they helped with that too.
Yeah.
When is student council?
Student Council is the first Wednesday of every month. We meet right after school and we meet until about 2:30. That's when our normal meetings are. Sometimes we have to have extra meetings if we have a big event going on during that month, like we have to set up for the dance, or we have to make things like flyers and things like that for the dance. So it's a once-a-month commitment. But as Mrs. Borges said, if kids aren't able to come attend one meeting or another meeting, that's fine. We also need lots of help during the school day. And if you can't get to the meeting, we still need the help during the school day.
We have some kids who can't stay after school at all for an after-school commitment. As long as they're on the email distribution group, they get the emails about what's going on and what we need volunteers for, and they can contribute as well.
Exactly.
So, why did you join? Why did you decide to be in charge of the student council?
Oh, that's a really good question. This is my 3rd year doing student council as advisor, and I just wanted to become more involved with the school. I was on my student council when I was your age. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's a different way for me to interact with you all, get out of the classroom where I'm not the teacher and in charge, and work with you all and see what you want to do and make your ideas happen. It's been a lot of fun to see what kids want to do and what they can do when they get excited about something.
How many kids are in the student council?
I think at an average meeting, how many would you say we get?
I'd say probably about 15 to 20 at an average meeting. We started off with like 30, 35, and again, the sports season's been going on, so the attendance hasn't been as big as it was at the beginning of the year, but 15 to 20 is a good number.
We definitely do also have a core group of kids that are
They're
always
always there.
Yes. And that is a big change from the past couple of years when we've had not very much interest in joining student council at all. So this year has been fabulous. The 7th grade has really come up and wanted to get involved, which is wonderful.
What are some upcoming events that you have planned for the student council?
Wow.
We have Books Are Wings. We're going to be doing a drive to get new and lightly used children's books, and Books Are Wings is a nonprofit organization that goes out to inner city schools and students who don't have reading materials and just donates books to them, because a lot of kids don't have books in their home like we might have. So we'll be doing that the 3 weeks after vacation, and then hopefully generate a lot of books.
And we're going to
Movie night.
Movie night, that's right. We're planning a movie night for the beginning of June. So that's another thing that the student council got to vote on which movies they would like to have offered at movie night, and then we'll have the advisories all vote and see which movie wins, and we'll have popcorn, candy, soda kind of movie night here at the school. Maybe not
water.
soda.
Water.
And finally, why should students join the student council?
I think it has a lot to do with what Mrs. Borges said earlier. It really gives you input into what happens at your school. A lot of times we hear kids say, "Oh, that wasn't too cool," or "I'm not going to the dance," or "I'm not doing that," because they don't feel like they have any ownership. And the student council gives kids ownership of what goes on at school.
All right, looks like that's the end of it. Thank you for tuning in to the Student Voice.
This has been the Student Voice, and tune in next time because we'll be back soon.